Hello there guys, it's me Unstable Voltage. Welcome back to episode 17 of Civilization 6 on my Deity attempt. I'd just like to say that the last 4 videos I had actually messed up the numbering. At the beginning of the video, when I do like I just have and introduce the video with what number it is, I got them messed up. I recorded video 13 but accidentally thought it was video 12, and then that kind of propagated through. And yeah, so I recorded the last 4 back to back and all the numbering's out, but on YouTube itself the numbering's fine, so don't worry, you haven't missed a video, it's just me being unable to count. So in the last video we actually had Shaka declare war on me, so that's where we left it. I've also now realised why this fort disappeared, because it got flooded out. That's why the fort's no longer there. There's also a couple of tiles here that need fixing as well, so I do need to get a builder in. I don't think I have a spare one. Actually, you could probably get over there, but it might take you a while. 6 turns. I mean, I guess I could just afford to buy a builder. In 2 turns we should be able to get out of the war with Shaka, which is what I'll try and do. I don't see any point in staying at war with him, even if I can grab one of these cities. I mean, at this late stage in the game, what's the point? I've lost quite a few of my units, so yeah, I think it's mostly just going to be a case of just trying to back up and survive, and just see if we can get out of this war. There's no point being in this war any longer than we need to be. And he's got another giant death robot as well. So yes, we definitely want not to be in this war if we can avoid it. So let's try and get out of there. There's advanced power cells done. I don't think we're going to be able to take that giant death robot out, unfortunately. Because I don't have any bombers left now, which is problematic. And I can do very little damage to this thing with all of my machine guns. I mean, we barely tickle it. This rocket artillery can reach it as well. I mean, I'll just be happy if I can get it off the board. Can anything else reach it? Can I move far enough forward with any other unit to hit it? I'm going to say no at this point. The destroyer can't even take it out on its own. So he's probably going to take something else out. You've already moved, you've fired, you can't get close enough to it. You're too far away. Yeah, I mean, I could try and hit him with the destroyer, and that's just going to just get rid of the destroyer, I think. So we're probably going to lose a unit here, which is unfortunate, but it is what it is. Over here, let's just get the art museum. It doesn't really matter anymore. Yep, you're just going to skip a turn. So we'll probably lose a unit here. I'll just double check. I can't get out of the war with him on this turn, can I? I mean, even when I can make peace in 1 turn, it doesn't mean that he'll accept it. So we do have that to worry about. So we're probably going to lose a unit here. Or he may back off, actually, because it is quite damaged. Yeah, he's actually backed off. That's good, because that means I can actually just... Now, he does have a bomber in here, which is a bit annoying. But this does mean that I can destroy the giant death robot.
Why do they keep score?
We don't really need any of that, so let's go ahead and indeed destroy the giant... Oh no, we couldn't destroy him. I don't think if I move the rocket artillery I'll be able to do it. Can you hit him from there? No. You can move the rocket artillery there, then you can hit him. There we go. Giant death robot is gone. So that's a thing. So we should be able to get out on peace with him now. He's willing to make peace. Fine. Okay. Good. So we don't have to worry anymore about this now, because we lost a lot of units. So you can get a promotion. Fine. Okay. So we've got some issues. We're also running out of uranium. Will you go away? And we need the uranium to power our power plant. I mean, I could just go ahead and... there was uranium up here. Is it now... Is it sunk? Has it been gobbled up by the sea? I think it has. I think we've lost some good sea tiles. Yeah, so we're going to have to buy that from Dido. Dido has a supply of uranium. Would you be willing to sell me some... oh no, there's offer blocking deal. Well, that's not good, is it? Who else might have some? Cleopatra doesn't have any. India doesn't have any. Congo has loads, and he actually likes me at the moment. Would you be willing to sell me some of your uranium? Yeah, offer blocking deal. So no one's willing to give uranium up, which is a bit annoying. Well, that could be problematic. Well, let's carry on. We'll do whatever we can here. So yeah, that what was a sea tile, what was a land tile is now a sea tile. You skip the turn. Hopefully we shouldn't get involved in any more wars. I think where we are now, it's going to be win or lose. I don't think we should end up with... The only person that was ever likely to declare war on us was Shaka. And obviously there's a truce now, so that threat should be gone for a while. So I don't think we have to worry too much there.
In this violent flight,
so there's off-world mission.
Began to approach another Earth.
Our agent was captured. That's good, but another one did work, so that's given us a boost to tech. Let's get you out of there so you can heal up. Let's move some of these units just to get them out of the water. Let's work on predictive systems. We could get better bombers, but I don't think we need any of this stuff now. So we are 2 turns away from completing the exoplanet expedition. Yeah, India's like getting ahead now, so we really need to sort of rush. We've got another spy coming. We do have another... I thought we had another space port somewhere. I'm not sure whether or not we do now. But at least we're no longer at war, so let's just try and get through this as best we can. I'd like you to disrupt rocketry wherever you can. Where have we got? We don't have one in the capital. So let's just move you. Try and disrupt his rocketry as much as we can. Like I said, we do have another spy coming. Congo's upset because I've broken my promise. That's fine. I don't care. Literally, I mean, how fire? What's going on? So first of all, fire, not kind of near me. Congo, I mean, my troops are in. This is something that has always annoyed me about Civilization. Congo is upset because I haven't moved my units from his borders. My units are in my own territory, within 3 tiles of my capital city, miles away from his capital, and you know, the other side of the sea. But because his border has grown right the way up to the tiles adjacent to my units, it is now saying that I'm, you know, my units are near his territory. They're not. His territory is near my units. Always annoyed me about Civilization. Civilization 5 was just as bad. Had exactly the same problem. So we need to finish the exoplanet expedition before we can do anything else. There's 1 turn left on that and then we're done. So this will be the exoplanet expedition finished. There we go. That is that done. 2 era score. Not that it matters at this point because we're in the last era. So what we need to do now is we've got the 2 options here. We've got the... so one requires aluminium and the other requires power. Let's do the aluminium. We've got plenty of aluminium. We can do that there. Now, we do have another spaceport somewhere. I can't remember what city it was in. It's this one. You're building a rocket artillery. You don't need the rocket artillery. You're going to work on the terrestrial laser station there. It really doesn't matter which one of these we get now. So now it's just a straight race to the finish. We only have 2 spaceports, which is, you know, potentially problematic. We could go ahead and try and get a bit more production here. But now it's just going to be a straight race. Can we beat India to the final? What's going on here? Are their borders expanding even more? That's a very large border expansion, isn't it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tiles from his capital, look. 5 tiles from his capital, his borders expanded next to mine. That's a little bit dodgy, isn't it? Now we could work on our own giant death robots, but we are going to run out of uranium very, very soon. You have a spaceport as well. We do have aluminium coming in. We should have aluminium coming in at a reasonable rate. Only 4 per turn from improvements. I thought we had more than that. But let's keep that going. Is there anything else we can get here that would help us? Not greatly, to be fair. No point building a spaceport, so we'll just get some of these buildings, some of these. You can just go to sleep. We'll get some of these other cities just working on stuff. You can move down here actually, and we can get ourselves a navy. There we go. So yeah, it's now going to be a straight up race. We want to be trying to disrupt India's rocketry as much as possible. Enemy spy escaped. Yeah, but what happened? See again.
Visibility would be the children of the nuclear age, I think, were weakened in their capacity to love.
This same thing with Shaka complaining that my units are near his territory. They're not. My units are all in my territory. So, you know, go and do one. Production. You haven't got a spaceport. It would take you too long to build one. Let's work. I mean, that spy's going to be too late to do anything, but I don't think it really matters now. So 3 turns to get that one. Aluminium might be a problem. We do have money. Can we buy aluminium from anybody? You don't have much at all. Cleopatra doesn't have much. India doesn't have any. Congo has quite a lot. Would you be willing? Because you're not willing to sell me uranium. Oh no, he is willing to sell me uranium. Let's see if we can get 30 from him. We can afford that. Now, will you sell me aluminium? How much will you give me? Will you just give me 50? He's only got... Why only 49? Okay. Yeah, we'll do that. I just want to make sure I don't run out. There's no point saving the money at this point. We're literally just rushing to get there. Let's send you to Calcutta. Anything we can try and do to slow down his rocketry is good. Really need to keep my eye on this now. In fact, Shaka is also there. So, we're at 1 light year per turn. Shaka's at 2 light years per turn. Chandragupta is at 1 light year per turn. So, it's Shaka, really, that I need to sort of concentrate on now. Maybe I can speed this up. Enemy stole a tech boost. That's not too bad. Don't think that's a war on me. It's gonna be. It is a straight up race now. I don't think there's any way I can really speed this up.
Mr. Watson, come here.
There's telecommunications done. Let's just go and work. Let's just work on future techs, and it'll just pad through to us. Right. What can you do? You don't have. Yeah, you just work on the aquatic centre. A lot of these cities I'm literally just going to be keeping busy because there's not much else that I can do right now. Let's go ahead and get an offshore wind farm. So 2 more turns for the laser station to be complete. Another enemy has eluded capture. No, it's looking doubtful, I have to be honest. You're still at 2 per turn, you're at 1 per... Yeah, Shaka's getting closer. Shaka might be the problem here. 6 turns to disrupt rocketry. Let's give it a go, because let's just give it a go. But I need to try and get another spy and send that spy to Shaka. But it's probably too late to slow him down anyway. So I just need to try and outpace him if I can. I do have 3 spaceports. Right, okay, so there's 1 done. So we do another one here. So it's the one that uses aluminium. So 5 turns. Oh, I think we are fully production focused. Yes, I can't really speed that up any. What have we got going here? Yeah, you're going to build a wind farm. Surprised we didn't get any era score for that. Shaka's building a lot of wind farms. He's also moving in with like more modern armor. But I don't think he's going to declare war again, because he should still have a truce at this point. I think you just go to sleep now. You don't really have anything else to do. Right, where are we? Shaka's still at 2 light years per turn. I'm at 2 light years per turn. 50% chance for you to disrupt rocketry. I'm going to quickly try and move you to... let's assume it's probably his capital where he's doing it. I mean, I can't tell. He's got spaceports everywhere, so he could be doing it in a lot of places. A spy from the Zulu Empire was captured trying to disrupt rocketry on me. Excellent. Well, at least we've captured his spy. Didn't see what happened there because I accidentally right-clicked as something was popping up. I'm getting too impatient. Yeah, so you're going to do the laser one that requires power. That's actually gone down to 6 turns now. Anything that gives us a bit of extra production is probably more worthwhile. So let's go ahead and do that. Again, I feel like I need to check this every turn now. Yeah, Shaka's at 3 light years per turn. I'm at 3 light years per turn. Shaka is slightly ahead of me, though. So Shaka is absolutely churning these things out where he can. He's denounced me. That's fine. Imagine that, the Zulus beating you to the space race. Interesting. But we'll do what we can.
Even though the
so there's another launch solar station.
Just go straight
There's nothing here that's going to help. At least I don't think so. Yep. I really don't. I'm just going to double check. We've already got this. I don't think there's anything else here that would help at all, really. Don't need the science per turn, so something that gives us a little bit more aluminium is probably going to be useful right now. Yeah, let's just get these other things done. Civics, again, we'll just pick one further along the line because it doesn't really matter. So you're going to work on... you've got power, so go with the laser station. Both of them take the same amount of time, so it doesn't really matter. It's just one of them does have a requirement for aluminium. Let's just get you building a commercial hub, just because it'll just keep you busy for the next however many turns. Again, if I can get any production here, that'll be useful. It looks like the most production I could get would be a +3. Which I guess is fine. So, +3 in the money. So let's go with that. So the thing is, Shaka has so many cities. He's probably got a lot of aluminium and he's probably able to do a lot of these things at the same time. So I can only do 3. And they're taking me about 5 turns each. So that's another one done. So where are we now? Shaka's at 4 per turn. I'm at 5 per turn. So I mean, he's ahead of me, but I am getting there faster. So, yep, 30 aluminium. We've still got enough to do another one. If we run out after that, we can always try and get yet another. We've lost our alliance with Dido. We can try and get that back. Yep, let's be friends. We'll try and get our alliance back on the next turn.
No entreaties.
Oh, this is tense. We've disrupted rocketry. Who was that on? That was on Chandragupta. So that's fine. Let's move you. And we'll keep trying. We'll keep trying this on with Shaka. I'm not sure I'm going to be able to stop him, but let's get this alliance back. This was a. We can't have an economic alliance with you. You've already got that one. No, it's not really going to make much of a difference then, is it? So, I guess it doesn't matter. I mean, we're that far ahead in... Well, we've got money. It's fine. Alundi, you're... Oh, 25% chance to disrupt rocketry. Do you know what? I'm just going to have to take the gamble. I mean, it is an absolute dice roll, but if it pays off, it'll be worth it. We need to do a bit of the gambling here. He's got more giant death robots. I just saw one tracking through this city at the bottom. Oh, he's so close to winning now. He's so close. He's actually about there. We're about there as well, but I think he's slightly ahead. We're at 26 of 50. I can't tell what he's at. That's the only problem here. You don't have one, so you're going to, again, just work on something random just to keep you busy. You are going to continue trying to get production. We're literally about 3 or 4 turns out from this game being over, and I think Shaka is just going to beat me. Which is going to be a huge shame. He's now at 6 per turn and I'm at 5 per turn. Yeah, I think he's got me. Just, oh, I cannot believe... I honestly thought, without going to war with Shaka, that I wouldn't have had a chance of winning. But, I mean, I had 2 wars with Shaka. Didn't take anything in either war. I mean, I lost units, but we never took anything. So, I think the fact that I got this close to winning... I admit if I hadn't have done that little cheeky save scum earlier to get those 2 extra cities, there's another one of mine done. If I hadn't have done that little cheeky save scum to get these cities down here, I'd have probably been in a much worse state than I am now. If I'd have gone off and got these earlier, if I'd have been a little bit more aggressive about expanding, I might well have won. Yeah, we're both at 6 light years per turn. I still need 3 more turns. I think he needs like 2. So I don't think it's possible to catch up at this point. You are going to carry on with... do we want the aluminium one? Well, you've got the power, so just go ahead and do that. But yeah, I think he's going to win. I think he's going to win on the turn after this one. Or maybe even this one. Got housing problems here, but is that... Oh, I thought the game had crashed for a moment there. Okay, so that's another launch for me. So another alliance ended. 5 turns. We want the one that uses the aluminium, not that it really matters. So I need 2 more turns to win. Shaka's at 7, I'm at 7. Although the players, I think the player is counted before the AI is counted. So if we both finish on the same turn, it might be a win for me. But no, he's just won. We lost by 1 turn. Wow.
From the dust,
I will take that. My first attempt.
So too shall we return.
Just going to skip through that. My first attempt at a Deity victory, and I lost by 1 single turn. Unbelievable. Let's have a look at the not the timeline. It was the graphs. So yeah, we're looking at buildings constructed. I mean, I was fairly low on most things there. Buildings constructed, I was like really low. If we look at cities founded, yeah, I was really slow with my expansion. I mean, bear in mind, as you can see at the beginning here, the AI does start with like 2 extra settlers. So the AI is at 3 cities while the player's at 1 for ages. But I don't know, I guess I pretty much expanded. I mean, there's correlation between the lines, right? I'm just behind because I didn't get those extra civs. But I got to here, got to 4 cities, and I kind of stopped. But the AI carried on, and then I got to here and just went, yeah, city, 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 city. I really should have carried on expanding. If I'd have expanded sort of up here, I might have done it. I think that's where it went wrong. I stopped building cities because I expected that I was going to be able to get some from Shaka. If we look at units lost, I didn't actually lose that many. Looks like Cleopatra and Chandragupta both lost loads. Shaka lost a fair few as well. Dido lost the fewest, so she wasn't involved in that many wars. Units killed, obviously Shaka was way out top there. I did my fair share. Looking at science, so my science was well below the curve for ages. And then I mean, I was never top in science. There was always a runaway lead there with the Zulu. And can we see, I mean, even gold. I did have a spike. Well, that's not gold per turn. That's gold sort of in the treasury. But for a lot of time, I did have a good amount of gold. I was just looking to see if we got production here, but I don't think that is there. And wonders was again mainly Shaka, but that's understandable when you've got that many cities and that much land and that much production. So yeah, a defeat. Unfortunate, but I'm going to go for it again. I will have another attempt because I think if I can get that close, if I'd have had a slightly better start, if I'd have been a bit more aggressive in expanding, if I'd have been a little bit more careful about micromanaging my governors and my citizen placement, if I'd have just done a few things in a slightly different order on some earlier turns, I think I would have had that. So I'm disappointed that I got pipped by 1 turn. I don't think there was much else I could have done. Maybe if I'd have had a few extra spaceports, and maybe if I'd have had a few extra spies and concentrating on Shaka. But the last time I checked, it was actually Congo and India that were out in front, and Shaka didn't appear to be bothering all that much, so I kind of moved all of my spies elsewhere. If I'd have had more spies in Zulu's territory, I might have been able to have slowed him down, but literally 1 turn away. In fact, let's just go into just 1 more turn here. So we have lost. Let's be friends with Cleopatra. So I just wanted to sort of check this out, you see. So there's us launching our station there. That's the end of the turn. We are 49 of 50. So if this doesn't really matter. If I'd have hit next turn here, that's it. That is the point where I would have won. So literally just 1 turn out. Honestly unbelievable, but you know, it is what it is. So thanks a lot for watching, guys. I hope you have enjoyed this series of Civilization 6. If you have, please do consider leaving a like, because it does help the channel to grow. And yeah, there we are at 50 of 50. I will be back, and I'll probably play as Portugal again, because you know, I quite like them. I know that it seems a bit weird, because when most people play multiple games of Civilization on YouTube, you know, every single game they use a different a different civilization, but I like Portugal, and I like having that money to be able to buy stuff. I will try this again. I will beat this game on Deity. So thanks a lot for watching. I'll see you next time, and until then, goodbye for now.